Well, guys, today I have a pretty interesting video because I've come all the way to the province of Girona to see a very, very special car. An icon from the 1930s. Yes, but it's not just the fact that it's an old car. We're talking about a story, the story behind a gentleman who was the owner of the car. It was passed down to his son, and the son passed it down to his son, that is, to his grandson. And now we're talking to the great-grandson of that car. I mean, the longevity of this car is amazing. 90 years in the same family, or more than 90 years in the same family, and now they're selling it. Do you want to see the car? Well, it's behind these doors, so let's go take a look at it. My name is Mark, and I'm crazy about cars. Pedro, explain to me a bit, because I know this car isn't yours. It didn't belong to your great-grandfather. No, right?
Yes, I'm Pedro Bolaña. My grandfather was Pedro Bolaña Espinos, and this car is from the year 1935. So it's been 90 years. It was basically a car that my grandfather bought back in that time. It was taken away from him when all the events of the Civil War happened and everything, and then it came back into our hands. It's a car that I've only seen running once, at my grandfather's 50th wedding anniversary. It's a super cool, super beautiful car. It's almost 90 years old. That's a lot.
What was your grandfather's job?
My grandfather was actually my great-grandfather. He started out as a promoter for Orino, organizing bullfights in Barcelona, and later they also ended up running cinemas and theaters. And my great-grandfather passed away many years ago. But yes, I can definitely imagine him walking around Barcelona with this for sure.
So you've never seen this car running, have you?
I've seen it. I'm 30 years old, so as long as I've been on this planet, I know it was started up on my grandparents' 50th anniversary. Oh, sorry, they took it out. They drove it around here. We're more or less in the Mares area now in Girona, and they drove it around here and everything. I haven't seen it running since then, but honestly, I'd love to see it start up and everything. Yeah, of course.
We're almost talking about a car that's been under a tarp there for 30 years.
But it's very, you'll see it now, okay? It's very well preserved because it's been under a tarp and it's been very, very well taken care of.
Do you want to see the car, or should I go? We'll end the video now. Ah, come on, what are you saying to me? Of course, man, of course we want to see it. Pedro, please, make it dramatic. Take off this cover and let's see what car is underneath here. Wearing a black suit, a hat, and a cigar in his hand, that's how they remember Pedro Bolaña Espinos, a self-made man born in Sants in 1983. He started delivering milk in a cart and ended up creating a real empire, managing 17 bull rings all over Spain, including the Monumental of Barcelona, a visionary with a nose for business and the first owner of this Delage, one of 8 that we are discovering today. If you want to learn more about Pedro Bolaña Espinos, don't miss the full story on the Barcelona Memory channel. You have the link in the description.
You can do it like this, but anyway, go ahead.
It's just that there are some that bend all the way down, and others that already have the support to hold the opening. I'm sure it also goes down. What an engine, huh? Hadn't you seen it? No, never.
Everything always had to be cleaned.
Yeah, it's in bad shape now, but you clean all this up and paint it, see? And it's beautiful. You polish it, you chrome it.
And this one, for example, when you say that it's... How much would it cost us to get it more or less in shape?
All these cars depend on what you want to do, right, huh? If the only thing I would do, since you want to sell it, I would just recommend getting it running, okay? I wouldn't do any paint work. because the paint is already spectacular. It's not perfect, but it's really good. I'm sure this car was painted a few years ago because it can't be the original paint, okay? But they did it really perfectly, really well because they took off all the chrome parts. Or we might find that this car actually has its original paint, right? I wouldn't be surprised either, you know? Of course.
I agree they might have painted it since no one told me and I have no idea. Maybe it was painted 40 years ago before I existed.
Yeah, because if you look, all the rubber parts, this rubber is new.
It's not like no.
But have you noticed that it's painted? Do you see it? Yes.
Like it's been touched up?
You see, it's painted. So we know that they painted this door and didn't remove this rubber. Look, there are even paint residues here. See, look, they missed a spot. See, that's it, that's it.
It's also perfect.
Man, yeah, I think it's been reupholstered, huh? Oh, yeah, you know why? Because this isn't leather.
It's just that this is leather?
No, it's not leather. This is what's synthetic, huh?
So all of this?
We know this has been reupholstered. It's been painted. It was done very well overall. Oh my, how beautiful the paintings are.
Check this out. What era is this? Look at the gear shift. It looks like a lighthouse.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The feeling of a car that's been sitting still for so many years that you open it for the first time. And you get in and start touching the partition glass between the limousine and the driver, like I just did now. The feeling was incredible. What goes through your mind? You're going to think about opening the ashtray itself. After so many years, surely no one has opened it. No, and it's been closed. Well, incredible sensations that only those of us who are really obsessed understand. Notice the handle on the door to help you close it. Also made of metal chrome, you use it to help close the door. Windows too, all made of iron, nothing plastic, really. So many years later, the window's still open, right? It's hard for it, huh? Oh my, it closes so well, it's super airtight, and there's another ashtray here too. This little wheel here is to open these windows. Let's see what happens, if it's going to be hard or not. All the plastic parts should be lubricated because they've gotten completely stuck. And this, if we moved it a little and put a bit of water displacement 40 on it, I'm sure it would eventually open. Ah, look, it's just by moving it a little. Look at that, wow. The air conditioning from that time opens, and here you have more air, less air, so it could come in. Amazing, look at that, huh? After so many years, with just a little bit of care, just a bit of pressure that I applied, we managed to loosen it and open it. Pedro, do you even know what you have here, beautiful? If I were you, I wouldn't sell it. If I were you, I just wouldn't sell it. But not all of us were born with the same illness. What Pedro likes is the guitar, and it's the same for him. He told me that when I look at cars, my eyes light up, not with the light, you know? And it's the same for him with guitars. Something I don't like that I've seen. Look, here, here. There are small signs that some mouse or rat has been here in the car. And indeed, look, here he found it, huh? Here we have the whole rat issue. And look here, huh? Here they've eaten part of the upholstery. I'm sure they found it before it did much more damage, but everything else is in good condition. It would need to be cleaned thoroughly. There are remains here, but there are no signs that they're still around, and they haven't destroyed anything important either. This panel could be rebuilt. The vehicle can be used just as it is. Let's go downstairs. Let's go down and explain it to Pedro. Pedro, did you know you had air conditioning back here? Oh, yeah, look, check it out. Look at these windows right here on the side. Okay, look. Oh, look, that's great. And here the air would come in with the pressure. Yeah. Look, that's awesome. With the pressure, the air would come in here directly. Amazing. You didn't have to open it. At first, I had to use a bit of force, some pressure, and it wanted to open. And now, see, the second time I open it, it works better. Just with this, I wouldn't buy it, you know? It has air, but there's also a small problem you may not have noticed. Mice. No, yes, you had mice and they've eaten part of that piece on the left. Yes, I know there were some at one point and they did something. Yes, I noticed you had some kind of problem because I saw you had a mouse trap there, okay? And I thought, oh, I'm sure they had them in the past, but well, no, have you been lucky that they didn't damage the seat, just that side part that could simply be fixed, and that's it. The roof is a stitched roof, and this without a doubt was redone, I imagine, in the 50s, 60s, or 70s. Maybe your grandfather repainted it, okay? And they redid it and they reupholstered it again. Not very well, that's what I see. I think the wood hasn't been touched. It's original, I think, but well, that's it. The person who knows the most about these cars is Salvador Claret. So what we're going to do is contact Salvador Claret to see what he thinks about this vehicle. And let him tell us a little more about its history. So let's talk to Salvador Claret now. You guys are watching Mark's Garage. Do you want to sell your classic car? On my website, Mark's Garage, you can list it for just €1. I prepare the description and post your phone number so you can sell it directly. We are the largest classic car community in the country. We share projects with you, stories, and now we also help you sell. Thanks to the help of the historian Salvador Claret from the Sills Automobile Museum with the same name, Salvador Claret, which comes from his father, we have been able to confirm the exact identity of this car. It is a Delage D885 equipped with an 8-cylinder inline engine and a luxurious body. A 7-seater limousine crafted by the prestigious Parisian coach builder Le Tournay and Marchand. I don't know if I said it right, but that's how it is. Behind that name were Jean-Marie Le Tournay and Jean-Arthur Marchand, two master French craftsmen who, from their workshop in Moulins-sur-Seine, created some of the most refined and elegant bodies of the 1930s. This vehicle was registered in Spain on April 8, 1935 during the golden age of Delage, when the brand was competing with Bugatti, Delage, and Hispano-Suiza to manufacture the most luxurious and sophisticated cars in the world. It still retains its original manufacturer's plate, a testament to its authenticity and to an era when every car was a handmade work of art. After more than 30 years hidden away, this Delage is seeing the light again today, reminding us that history is not only kept in books, but also in family garages. And why is it so important to have a car on stands like this? Because especially with all these cars, when they've been sitting for so many years, the weight destroys the entire axle system. So this is how you have to set up a car from this era, especially if it's been sitting for so many years. And then there's also the brake system. Look, check this out. Do you see what usually happens to these cars? When the wheels are touching the ground, they get stuck, but now they're completely free. So it's much easier to get this car running. Thanks to the fact that they've been put on stands, so putting them on stands like this system, this is the best thing the owners could have done. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the story of the car a little bit. What do we think? And well, these cars that we sometimes don't see on Spanish roads. So that's all for today. My name is Mark and I'm crazy about cars.
I didn't let him touch the bodywork, no. It was very easy to touch the bodywork of this car. I told them they must never touch a sticker on this car. And the only thing they did was change the front windshield that was broken. The one here arrived broken. I wish they hadn't done it. But to pass the inspection, they needed the new windshield. And they repainted the Nissan letters on the front so it would be clear that it was a Nissan. But everything else, broken stickers, dents, everything was left as it was.
If you like what you see, click subscribe, and that's all for today, folks.